Rebbe Nachman, he once expressed in the book Tzaddik, Chaim Oran, why he revealed so much. Because if you think about it, such a young man, he passed away at age 38, he left so much, there's so much that he gave over, and there's so much about him, and there's so much development of his teachings. It's phenomenal. One man, so much, and his teachings are so deep and just so far-reaching, and in a sense there's endless levels of encouragement, inspiration, you name it. It's unbelievable. And he obviously knew about this, and he himself once expressed why he revealed so much. And it seems that each teaching in itself is like a jewel, a gem, and he's revealing tons of gems. So he expressed the idea in an analogy, a parable, that once there was a king who had a son who was extremely sick. He wouldn't let any food into his mouth, and he was just getting sick and sicker and sicker. And the king, he brought the best physicians and doctors, and no one could help him. They couldn't figure it out at all what he had, until he was notified there is one very special physician from a faraway land, and he charges a lot because he's probably one in a generation in his expertise. So the king said, doesn't bother me, bring him to me ASAP, at once. I'll pay whatever it takes to heal my son. So they brought quickly, as soon as possible, this physician. He came and he checked out the prince, and he told the king like this. He says, your son, as you can already see for yourself, is extremely sick. He is so very sick that it's almost impossible to help him. However, there is a chance, there is one thing that you can do to possibly help him. And the king said, what is it? I'll do anything to heal my son. What? So he said, there exists a very expensive and rare herb. What you have to do is to get a big quantity of this herb, and each potion, each little bottle of the formula of this herb is worth thousands of gold coins, thousands of gold, very expensive. You have to get buckets of this formula of this very expensive herb, and with the buckets of this expensive herb, you have to throw it on over your son's body. Now it's understood that the majority will for sure, almost everything will go to waste. But there's a possibility that when you throw the buckets over his head and his body, that one drop will penetrate your son's closed mouth, and that one drop will be enough to heal your son. So this is the idea Rebbe Nachman explained, that his teachings, each one is a precious jewel. You can see for yourself when you begin especially to learn and enter the world of Likutei Moran. Every teaching is phenomenal. It's out of this world. It's something you've never seen or experienced in your life. And each teaching is different. It's not like Likutei Moran lesson 1, Likutei Moran lesson 2, like it's in a series. Each lesson is a totally new presentation, a new world, if you want to say it like that. And Rebbe Nachman takes you, like the expression is, where no man has gone before. He takes you to different worlds of each Torah. And when you experience a lesson, your soul and your subconscious, your neshama, and you yourself are so overwhelmed by the depth, by the beauty of this teaching. It's such a jewel. And the goal of this jewel, of this diamond, is to get you better, to get you back on your feet, to come back to Hashem, to become a tzaddik, to do tshuva, etc. Now, Rebbe Nachman said he revealed so many lessons because we are so sick, we are so very sick, like the analogy of this prince, that even our mouth, our spiritual mouth, is closed. One drop is what's enough to heal us. But we need to get that drop. And in order to get that one drop to penetrate, many of these teachings have to be poured over us. We have to experience and learn and taste all of the teachings for the sake that possibly one drop from one of these teachings will penetrate and make the difference. For this reason, there's a lot to learn. And also another point is a person should not get overwhelmed when a person is in desperate need for help and for assistance, and he sees that nothing's changing. And even when coming to Rebbe Nachman and his teachings, I don't see the changes that I expected to see. He says to do A, B, C, D, I did all that, nothing's happening in this. You have to be patient. You have to realize that you're not fully there. We're not spiritually 100%. Proof is that we're here in this world. We were sent back in this world to rectify. We've been sent back in reincarnation so many times that we are technically very, very spiritually weak. Like once Rebbe Nachman said, we are now at the end of the Jewish people. We're now reaching right before Mashiach comes, and we are at the end of the Jewish people. Everything has a beginning and an end, and also the Jewish people have an end. We are towards the end, and when the Jewish people are at this end, they are very, very far from God. That's his wording, Rebbe Nachman. So because of that, we have to first realize that we're not fully there, and we need tons of high potent formulas and medications, spiritual medicines of the tzaddikim, of the true masters of the healing of the soul, and possibly that one drop will come in. But to get to that one drop, you have to be involved a lot in these teachings in order to get to that one drop, because you have no idea what drop will make that difference. Which lesson is going to change you? You don't know. Each lesson is a jewel. You say to yourself, I should have expected, I've already been healed by now, and to see the major changes and salvations and helps that I need. Where is it? You have to be patient. You have no idea from which lesson the drop will penetrate, the spiritual drop will penetrate to change you and to help you and to save you. In the meantime, the search must go on to keep on going through the many teachings of Rebbe Nachman, of the tzaddikim, until you get to the right address. And when that comes in, the healing process begins big time. We should be zochet to see that very soon.